Covert Overtures, Sleep Deprivation, Episode 2. Another night, she fell asleep easily. The hubby stayed up late, watching mind-numbing TV and pouting about her request for a good night's rest, despite his having to get up early for work. At some point, he came back to their bedroom and got ready for bed. He must have done that pretty quietly because she was not aware of him until he kissed her. When she opened her eyes, he smiled and said goodnight. Aside from that night, and when they fell asleep cuddling, it was a mystery to her why her sleep was interrupted so often. When they slept on separate sides of their king-size bed, she didn't expect to still have trouble staying asleep. She started researching herself, her diet, hormones, stress, room temperature, the works. When she shared what she was learning with her love, he requested that she keep him abreast of any menopausal happenings because of how it might affect their marital relations. One night, she was in that pleasant phase right before completely losing consciousness when she felt a strong jab to the right side of her head. She lifted her eye cover and said, "Hey." He was not even apologetic and looked distinctly put out that she was now aware of this piece of the puzzle. She had thought his snide remarks in front of their in-laws about her being extra about her sleep were just insensitive, but now they seemed more sinister in tone. The next time, he interrupted her sleep with a backhand to her chest, and she heatedly asked him what he did that for. He said he was sorry. He brought it up the next morning like something funny had happened. Said he was having a bad dream. A very similar bad dream to the one he told her about the last time he was feeling resentful towards her, which led to him sharing, again, about the anger he experiences when he feels attacked and how he has never let himself be defeated even when he was less experienced and or younger than his opponents, and what he does to those that attack him and how he doesn't give up until he wins. Another time, he had tried to direct this sort of energy at her when they were both conscious, violently cussing to express his anger, not quite at her, just around her, and then denying he did so for a few weeks, as if she hadn't been there or couldn't hear. He tried getting in her face while ranting about how she thought she was better than him. When she called him on this intimidating behavior, he denied walking up on her. That also took about 3 weeks to acknowledge, for them to get to the place where she did not have to worry about a 6'3", 240-pound man fronting on her every time he felt inferior. He hated her calling those behaviors abusive and said she was labeling him. The next time he made violent contact with her in her sleep, he apologized before she could say anything and stated that even though he was not happy about it, he would try to keep his distance while they were sleeping, like he was doing her a favor since she was so sensitive. No, "Are you okay?" or "I'm sorry I hit you when you're sleeping," or "I'm sorry I hit you." No compassion of any kind. She set a twin bed up as a day bed in the living room. It gave them another option besides his one large, comfy chair during waking hours, and gave her another option besides sleeping with him in their king-size bed. The TV got turned off at a decent hour, and she had a peaceful, nonviolent place to sleep.